Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The glass slipped from my hand and shattered against the kitchen floor. I didn't even flinch. I just stood there, barefoot, staring at the message glowing on my phone screen. So you finally told him. It was from Ryan. My boyfriend's best friend. The same man I'd made the biggest mistake of my life with. I hadn't spoken to him since that night 2 months ago, when too much tequila and too many buried feelings had blurred every boundary I swore I'd never cross. Now, one text had ripped the wound open again. "Tell who?" a voice asked from behind me. I spun around. It was Ethan, my boyfriend, standing in the doorway. His gray hoodie hung loose, his hair messy, his eyes suspiciously calm. He'd been home for minutes, but I hadn't even noticed him come in. My throat closed. "What? Tell who?" he repeated, nodding toward my phone on the counter. The air between us thickened like smoke. "It's nothing," I whispered too quickly. "Just work stuff." He stared at me, unblinking, quiet, heavy. Then he walked closer and picked up the phone. I reached out, but he already saw it. Ryan's name. The words. The silence afterward was worse than any yelling could have been. "Tell me what this means," he said finally. I could hear my heartbeat pounding in my ears. My mouth went dry. The truth clawed its way up my chest, but I couldn't let it out. "Not yet. Not like this. Ethan, I swear it's not." He cut me off. "Not what? Not what it looks like." His voice cracked, low and dangerous. "You've been off for weeks, Ava." Distant. Snapping at me, avoiding me, not looking me in the eye. And now I see a text from him. Ryan. His best friend since childhood. The one who'd been at our apartment the night of Ethan's birthday when things went so wrong. That night kept replaying in my mind like a corrupted film. The laughter, the shots, Ethan passing out on the couch, me helping Ryan clean up, both of us sitting too close in the dim kitchen light. His hand on mine. My hesitation lasting just a second too long. The taste of tequila on his lips. The guilt that came crashing in the morning after. "I need you to tell me the truth," Ethan said. Tears filled my eyes. "Ethan, please, it was a mistake. I was drunk and it just..." His hand went to his mouth, as if he was trying not to vomit. "Oh my God," he whispered. I reached for him, but he stepped back. The distance between us felt like a canyon. "Say it," he demanded, voice trembling. "Say what you did." I couldn't breathe. The words tore out of me in a sob. "I slept with Ryan." The sound that escaped him wasn't a word. It was something raw, animal. He turned away, his shoulders heaving, both hands on his head. "I swear I didn't mean for it to happen," I said through tears. "I was drunk, I wasn't thinking, it didn't mean anything." He spun around, eyes bloodshot. "You think that makes it better? That it didn't mean anything?" Flinched. He pointed toward the door. "Get out. Ethan, please, it was one time." "Get out," he shouted. I grabbed my bag, barely able to see through the tears. The air in the apartment felt poisoned. I hesitated at the door, wanting to say something. Anything, but his back was turned. He didn't look at me once as I left. I stayed with my sister for a week. I called him every night. He didn't answer. Ryan texted twice, but I deleted them without reading. I couldn't face either of them. Guilt ate at me from the inside out. Every morning I replayed that night in my head, wondering why I didn't stop it sooner. Wondering why I didn't scream, "No, this isn't right." I tried convincing myself it was the alcohol, the tension, the loneliness. But deep down, I knew that wasn't the whole truth. Part of me had wanted to feel desired. To feel something new. That was the worst part. A week later, Ethan called. Just one word. "Come." My heart raced. I grabbed my coat and ran. When I reached the apartment, he was sitting at the table, 2 mugs of untouched coffee in front of him. His eyes looked hollow. His voice calm in a way that terrified me. "I talked to Ryan," he said quietly. My stomach twisted. "He told me everything. Even things you didn't." Froze. "What do you mean?" Ethan's gaze cut through me. He said it didn't just happen once. That you two were messaging for weeks before that night. Flirting. Talking behind my back. My mouth opened but no sound came. He was wrong but also not entirely. There had been messages. Late-night conversations. Nothing physical but full of dangerous curiosity. Ethan, it wasn't. He slammed his hand on the table. Stop saying it wasn't what it looks like. You betrayed me, Ava. You both did. I broke down, falling to my knees. I swear I never loved him. It was confusion, guilt, everything twisted together. I've hated myself every day since. He didn't move. Didn't speak. After a long silence, he said, "You know what hurts the most? It's not that you cheated. It's that you kept lying about it." Tears blurred my vision. I didn't want to lose you. He looked away. You already did. The quiet that followed was unbearable. The hum of the refrigerator. The sound of my own breathing. The ticking clock counting down the end of us. Finally, Ethan stood and walked past me to the door. Ryan's gone. He moved to another city. You can stop looking for him. And you can stop calling me. He stepped outside and closed the door. That sound, the final click, was louder than the shattering glass that started it all. Months passed. I tried to move on, but the guilt followed me everywhere. Sometimes I'd see Ethan's posts online. A new haircut. A smile that didn't reach his eyes. A woman beside him in one photo. Should have hurt. Did. But beneath the pain was something colder. Acceptance. I'd broken something that couldn't be fixed. One night, as I was locking up my small apartment, a knock came at the door. When I opened it, Ethan stood there. My heart stopped. "I shouldn't be here," he said softly. "But I needed to say something." I nodded, speechless. He took a deep breath. "Ryan called me last week. He told me he lied about the messages. Said he wanted me to hate you because he couldn't handle what he did. He said he loved you." My knees went weak. "Ethan." I didn't. He held up a hand. "I know. It doesn't change what happened. But I needed to tell you I believe you now." Tears streamed down my face. "Do you forgive me?" He looked at me for a long moment. "No," he said finally. "But I don't hate you anymore." Then he turned and walked away into the night. As the door closed again, I realized forgiveness wasn't something I could beg for. It was something I'd have to earn from myself. And that was the hardest part.